Hi honeys, it's Michelle. In today's video, I am going to talk to you about 90 Day Fiance the Other Way. I'm going to talk to you about the episode that was on last night, which is season 2, episode 1. And there is going to be a lot of spoilers in this video, so if you haven't had a chance to watch it, go ahead and exit out now and come back after you've watched it. Okay, the first couple that I want to talk about is Brittany from Florida and Jazan from Jordan. So Brittany claims to be a very independent woman who doesn't like to be told what to do. And during the episode, they showed pictures of her and her dad with the I voted stickers on their shirts, and I'm a little bit worried about her. I don't know, does she quite realize the ramifications of moving to a area that is so conservative? I think that I'm not sure that she realizes that she can't be outspoken like she is here in America. She can't be independent. She can't vote. She's not going to be able to drive. To my knowledge, I don't know that she can even really speak unless she's speaking at home with her friends and family. But I don't think, I don't think out in public women speak. And she's a model. She's not going to be able to model anymore, or I don't even think show her face. Now, if you are from Jordan, and you have more information about whether that's true, be sure to let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that the society of Jordan and the society of the United States are so completely different. I don't know that that will be a good place for her. I don't know that she'll be able to get used to how different it is. And hopefully I'm wrong. I feel so bad for her dad, though. You can tell he just loves his little girl. So if anything were to happen to her, she's not close enough for him to just drive and pick her up and take her home. I can't even imagine what that would feel like. I'm not a parent, so I don't know how that feels, but I can't imagine it. I think that Brittany is just so in love with the idea of moving to an exciting new place and being with an exciting new man. I don't think she's quite thought everything through. I think she might be in denial a little bit. And one thing that, even my husband said when he was walking by, oh my gosh, that girl is so gorgeous. Why is she moving to another country to be with somebody? Like, there's plenty of men here that would want her. And I thought, I know, she is. She's so beautiful. So we'll see what happens. One thing that really is a red flag to me about this relationship is that whenever Jazan wants to talk about religion or getting married, she changes the subject. Religion appears to be very important to him. I know in America here, we kind of forget how important religion is to people in other countries, but in Jordan, it's very important. So I don't know if she quite realizes she's going to have to start addressing all of these things when she gets there, even if she doesn't want to now. She says she doesn't agree with them having to live apart when she gets there. Once again, I don't think she understands the culture over there. It's just not acceptable to live with somebody before you're married to them. So if you're not okay with that and you can't respect that, why are you moving over there? I don't understand moving to another country if you don't respect their culture. That's it. Like, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't get it. Because it's different in other cultures. People are not okay with you disrespecting their culture. Here, we're kind of all over the place. We've got all kinds of different sections of the country with different beliefs. And then she says that she's got a secret that she hasn't told him yet. She's planning on telling him, but she hasn't told him yet. And the secret is that she's married. And when she's talking to this lawyer, she tells the lawyer, well, I forgot that I'm married. What? How do you forget that you're married? I wish I knew. I spent so much time in my previous relationships trying to figure out how to forget that I had been married. I wish I could. Tell me your secret. I want to know. How do you forget that you were married? Or that you are, excuse me. How do you forget that you are? I'll never understand that one, but if you can explain it to me, please do, because I don't get it. Next couple that they showed is Jenny and Sumit. Jenny lives in California. Sumit lives in India. And if you watched last season, you're already very familiar with these two. But if you're not, let me give you a quick recap. Okay. Sumit catfished Jenny. He pretended to be somebody he wasn't. And when she did find out about it, she decided to forgive him and give him a chance anyway. I don't know why, but she did. She ended up moving, giving up everything that she had and moved to India to be with Sumit. And she got there and things just weren't quite how she expected them to be. Not culturally, although I'm sure there were some surprises there for her. But the big shock for her was she found out that he has a wife and children. And they felt very threatened physically by not just his wife's family, but his as well. So she had to flee and come back to America, and he is still in India. And he wants her to come back. He has since filed for divorce, and there's just a myriad of lies that this guy has told her. I don't know how she believes anything he says. In fact, she could probably, if she wants to count on him, she could probably really just count on him lying to her at this point, because that's how bad it is. It's so bad that even during the episode last night, she was talking to him and she said, now your parents do know that I'm coming, right? And he says, oh, of course. And she says, okay, well, have your parents come onto the chat that we're doing and tell me that they know that I'm coming. So he gets up and walks off, and I'm thinking, there's no way he told his parents that she's coming. They don't approve of this. Do his parents come out? Nope. Nope, they don't. And he says, well, they don't feel like talking to you. I don't believe it. I don't think they know. And part of why I don't think they know is he ended up admitting to his friends on last night's episode that his dad has already paid half of the $20,000 that he has to pay to his soon-to-be ex-wife and reparations in order to get a divorce. His dad has paid it. His dad probably doesn't want to pay all of it if he thinks Jenny's coming back. That's what I'm thinking. Because I know his parents do not approve of this whole situation. That was an arranged marriage, and you don't leave an arranged marriage in India. That's just not how it goes. That's not how their culture is. So I'm sure they're already feeling totally embarrassed and disgraced by their son's actions. But when they find out that Jenny's coming back, they're going to be pissed. Pissed. So, yes, I think that he is a pathological liar. I do think that Sumit loves Jenny, though. He risked everything to be with her, even his life at this point. And I understand that. I think when you really love somebody, you are willing to give up a lot to be with them. But if he does nothing but lie to her and she can't trust him, I'm not sure that I understand. I don't see how they could ever have a healthy relationship. I also think that Jenny is excessively naive, especially at her age. I think she's my mother's age. And while there's nothing wrong with that, I don't know how you're still that naive at that age. But look, Jenny, if you're watching, I know she's not, but you teach people how to treat you. And if you want to be treated with respect, you have to teach them to treat you with respect. And if you allow someone to stay in your life after repetitively lying to you, they're going to think that's okay. And even if you say, if you lie to me one more time, I'm out of here, they're not going to believe you. They're just going to keep lying to you because they've gotten away with it so many times already. So I just don't think that these two are ever going to be in a happy relationship. I'm not saying they can't make it work, but is it worth it if you're not in a healthy relationship? The third couple that they showed last night is Kenneth from Florida and Armando from Mexico. These guys are already my favorite couple. I just think they're the cutest couple ever. You can tell they're genuinely in love. And it was really nice to see that Kenneth is from St. Petersburg, Florida. That's where Brad and I used to live before we moved to Las Vegas. And I do have a lot of good memories back there, so it's nice to see footage of him in St. Petersburg. Kenneth is leaving his entire family to move to Mexico to be with Armando. His daughter was so upset during the episode that he was leaving everyone and leaving everyone behind and giving everything up for this love that he has. And I kind of feel like, I guess I'm not quick to judge on that. I was when I was younger, but I think once you hit a certain age, it is understandable why you would be willing to give up everything for love. When you're in a relationship with the one, they end up being a complete companion. They're your best friend. They're the person you spend the most amount of your time with. Not that you don't love your family, but how much time do you actually spend with your family? But your spouse, your significant other, you're with every day, maybe not all day, but quite a bit of time during the day. They're your companion. They're a huge part of your life, and that's who you plan on growing old with. So I don't see anything wrong with giving everything up to be with someone. And I think that when you do find the love of your life, they change your whole life anyway. It's like suddenly you feel so empowered to really be who you are and to really be just comfortable and happy in your life and to go after the life you've always wanted. That's how it struck me when I finally really fell in love with somebody, when I met my husband. So I believe that if you feel that somebody really is the one, you should try to make it work. Because if you don't, you're always going to wonder what would have happened if you had. And you're always going to resent not just everything and everyone around you for being there and not supporting you trying to make it work. So that's just my take on it. But in the episode, the other thing that they showed was then you had Armando telling his family that he's gay and that his partner is moving to Mexico to be with him, and they're moving 4 hours away with his daughter. And I'm really rooting for these two. I think this is a really great couple. I can't wait to see what happens with them and where they go together, where they go in life together. The final couple that they showed was Ariela, who lived in New Jersey, and Vinyum, who lived in Ethiopia. Sorry, I keep looking down. I'm just looking at my notes. Now, they did not show Vinyum in his hometown. They just showed Ariela. So I'm not sure why that was. Maybe we'll find out. I'm sure we will. She's about to go to Ethiopia. They did reveal that Ariela has traveled the world a lot. And so I don't think that she's going to have as much of an adjustment as some of the other people on the show will with moving to a new country. I think that all of the traveling she's done might really help. She probably has a little bit wider of a scope of all the different cultures and how they are, and maybe more of an understanding. I guess we'll see. But then the question is, when she goes to these other countries, is she staying where the locals stay, or is she staying in a 5-star hotel? Because if she's staying in a 5-star hotel, she wouldn't have had a chance to understand the cultures of other places as much, I don't think. So that'll be interesting to see. And then the other thing that they revealed about her is that she's 6 months pregnant. She's 6 months pregnant, and she's moving to Ethiopia to have the baby. That's very scary to me. I don't know how old she is. I didn't notice them say her age. But if she's a high risk pregnancy, that could really be a scary thing. Even if she's not, though, there's so much that can go wrong when you have a baby. So it's a very scary thought. I hope that her birth goes well out there. If you are from Ethiopia, because I do have a lot of people that watch this channel that aren't in America, let me know what you think. Do you think it's a higher risk to give birth in Ethiopia than in the United States? Or is it really not that big of a deal out there? Do they have, do you guys have a good healthcare system? But I do think it's very important, no matter who you are, if you're planning on going to another country or moving to another country, maybe really take a lot of time and learn about the culture of that area. What is and isn't acceptable, how things are, what the different customs are and traditions. Because you can really upset people, and that's not fair to go into someone else's community and upset everyone. So it's just my opinion. But so let me know, what do you think? What do you think of these couples? Did you enjoy this video? Do you want me to keep doing them? If I get enough of a response, if I get, if you hit the like button or you comment down below, I'll know that you're watching and that you enjoy this video. Sometimes the view count really doesn't tell me a lot because I don't know if people are clicking on it and then leaving right away. So if you let me know what you thought. I know you made it this far and you enjoyed the video, or you're at least planning on watching more of them. But if I get enough of a response, enough views, that kind of thing, I will do next week's as well. So yeah, just let me know what you thought. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to tell me, who's your favorite couple? Or what couple stood out to you the most and why? Let me know. I want to know. I love this kind of gossip. I don't like to gossip about people in my everyday life, but gossiping about TV shows is sure wonderful. So actually, that's not true. I like to gossip. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I love you. Bye.